Good morning and welcome to Prakash Vidyalaya, where students love to learn. I am Ramnas Bera, your history teacher, and today we are going to do the first chapter of history. What, where, how and when. What we can know about the past and how do we come to know about the past. Who got us all these informations? Now, there's a lot of things who have worked out, who have done research to bring us the past so that we can know what our history is. As you can see in this chapter, Rashida sat reading the newspaper. Suddenly her eyes fell on the small headline of 100 years ago. 100 years ago, how it was our past, how she wondered, and how could anyone know what was the past. This is what is in this chapter, and finding out what had happened years back, thousands and hundreds of years back, what was the situation, what was the conditions, what were the things that was there, and how do we know about them. There are several things that we can find out: what people ate, the kind of clothes they wore, the houses in which they lived. We can find out about the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, craft persons, artists, musicians, scientists. We also can find out about the games children played in those days. It is really wondering to know what sort of games children played, what sort of books were there that time, how the children were studying, how was education, how was the food style, how was the clothing style. To know about everything, let us dig into this chapter. Eating habits, clothes, houses, professions, different kinds of people were there, different people belonging to different jobs, different work, and different style of houses. Clothes were different then, eating habits were also different. Pizzas were not available, burgers were not available. That time things were different, the fooding style was totally simple and beautiful. Where did people live? People mostly got settled in the river valleys because they knew it was fertile land and water was plentifully available. That's why they had settled themselves on the river valleys. Some even lived on mountains like Suleiman and Kirtihar hills. Some people also lived among the hilly regions. Settlements are also found in the Garo hills in the northwest of the Vindhyas in central India. There are settlements or evidence of settlements found among the Garo hills in northwest of India. Some cities developed along the river Indus and its tributaries, and later on the banks of Ganga and its tributaries along the coast. We are seeing that most of these civilizations were settled or started in the river valleys. People lived in villages. That was the community life that had begun. What people did? There were skilled gatherers and even hunted animals. People, no doubt, were still gathering food and hunting animals. They slowly began to grow wheat and barley. Gradually they learnt the art of cultivating wheat and barley, and even they started rearing animals. Names of the lands. Words like India and Bharat are often used for our country. In the passage of time, our subcontinent was named India, and Bharat is also referred. The word India comes from the Indus valley called Sindhu in Sanskrit. To Iranians and the Greeks, it is called Hindos or Indos. The word Bharat is mentioned in Rig Veda for the group of people living in the northwest. So Bharat is a very ancient Vedic name, rather very age-old name. It's a ancient name which people used long back. Now, how do we find out our past? What are the evidence? How do we know? How do we come to know about the past and the things that were there in those days? We come to know from manuscripts and inscriptions. What are these manuscripts? These were the handwritten documents or records written on palm leaves or the bark of the birch trees. They deal with religion, kings, science, medicine and literature, and these books generally were dealing with the rulers, the administration of the kings, different kinds of medicines, different kind of literature. So science, administration, medicines and literature books were written on palm leaf. They were written in languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit and Tamil. These are believed to be the oldest of the languages in our religious country, where Sanskrit, Prakrit and Tamil was used, and most of the inscriptions are found in these languages. These were written on hard surfaces like stones. Now, inscriptions were written on hard surfaces like stones and metal. So, manuscripts were written on leaves, palm leaves, birch trees bark, and inscriptions were engraved on stones and metal. It contained the king's orders, victories. This part is totally different. Inscriptions, they tell you different stories of kings, their victories, how they ruled, what are the different things of order kings used to give. We come to know about the past from the archaeologists and the historians. Archaeologists are those people who dig out the earth, who excavate the places to find out what is the past of the history is buried in. They study bones of animals, plants, remains and old potteries. And historians are the people who study the past using these sources, and they bring us down this history. One past or many. Now the title of the book is called Our Pasts, because the past was different from different people. For different area the past was different, so it is called pasts. In the title of the book you will see Our Pasts. Plural form of past is given. So there were different pasts. In different area the history or the background was different. People followed different practices and customs in different parts of the country at different times, and these are all recorded and brought to us in the history books. What do dates mean? Generally dates are given for us to make it clear to understand when it took place, when something was found out, to which year it belonged. So to particularly find out to which year it belonged, the historians had fixed the birth of a Christ as a common era. That is what you are reading now as CE or common era. Before it was written as BC, before Christ. Anything that had taken place in the BC means before Jesus Christ was born. BC, before Christ. Anno Domini, after the year of the Lord. So AD means after the birth of Christ, BC means before the birth of Jesus Christ. So the birth of Jesus Christ is taken as a common era. Now we are using BCE, before common era, and CE for common era. So this is how dates are fixed, and to study when it was there or when something had taken place. I hope you all understood this chapter. Thank you very much.